Welcome back here, CBS 12 News at 9. Empty nest syndrome is something a lot of parents face someday. It's not always talked about. So how do we smoothly move into this next chapter? It's time to ask our resident therapist, Jen Tomko. Jen, thank you for joining us. My kid's just starting kindergarten this year, so this is not something I have to worry about for a while, but kind of explain a little bit about what empty nest syndrome means.
So it's essentially the grieving process that we have to go through when we realize there's this void in our household, whether our kids go to college, and it can happen with kindergarten, just at a different degree. But during that time, we're really trying to redefine what our new purpose is, and trying to figure out how we fit in as parents now.
Yeah. Well, what advice do you have for parents who may be experiencing this year? Because, I'm sure there are a lot of parents right now that have their kids off for their freshman year and might be wondering, what do I do with myself right now?
Right. Yeah. Give yourself some time. It's a necessary process, but use this time to find the things that bring you joy. So join a committee for community services, or take a class. Do things that remind you of who you are and your identity. And then you'll feel much better because you have something to hold on to.
Yeah. What are some ways of thinking that will help us with this new adjustment period?
We have been planning for 18 years for this moment, and we've done everything we can possibly do to help create these functional little human beings to go off into the world. And I want us to remember that we have to embrace that. And we're there if they stumble, but really it's up to them now, and let go of it and embrace their process. As they're exploring things, you get to explore it with them. So you can have the joy for them at the same time that you're going through your grieving process. Mm-hmm. Give it a year.
Yeah, what tends to be what tends to be the bigger stressor? The what do I do with all my time, or I might miss my children, or the worrying about how they are doing now that they might be across the country or an entirely different city on their own?
I think it's all of it combined. I really do. And the good side is nowadays we have cell phones and things like that we can get in touch with people really easily. I can't imagine what it would have been like for my parents' generation to have to do that. But yeah, I think it's a myriad of things depending on what each individual is going through. But a lot of times it feels like they don't have purpose anymore, or they don't know how to interact with their kids anymore because they're little adults.
Well, the good news is there's help out there if you need it. Jen Tomko, our resident mental health expert. Jen, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be more back.